So welcome everybody. Thanks for joining our final session of this Dovetail webinar series. Just a quick recap. In the first session, Miguel walked you through, what Dovetail is. It's a model-driven approach to develop smart contracts. And in the second session, Yueming walked you through, step by step how to create a smart contract and deploy to Hyperledger Fabric. So in this session, we're going to talk about how to integrate with those smart contracts running on, the blockchain. So this is just a disclaimer, and this is if you have joined the second session, you've seen this slides before. So just go over very quickly. So you create a contract definition file, right? And then using Dovetail Flogo extension to generate the smart contracts and deploy to the blockchain as a chain code, right? So this is what you've done in the second session, and I have done this exact steps too, and I have it running in Fabric network right now. So what we're going to do today is take exactly the same contract file that you created in last session, and we'll use the Dovetail Flogo extension to generate a REST API server. Okay, so we take the contract file, we run through the Dovetail, the command line, and we generate a REST API server that's implemented using Flogo flows. So the artifact generated will be a JSON Flogo file. Okay, and then we take the JSON file and we run to the build tool of Flogo to create a runnable application. And then this will be running as a REST API server that encapsulate all the interaction points with the fabric. So since it's a REST API server, you can integrate with this application with any tools, right? You can use curl, Postman, writing your application using HTTP REST integration. So today we'll just use Postman to show how that's going to work. Okay, so that's the slides, and then we'll go to real-time demonstration. So this is the I have everything set up, and this is the make file. So the most important part of this is in the build, right? So basically this is the command line tool, and then we'll take the contract file and then generate the application file. And then we'll build the application file to generate the executable. And then when we build that, we take in the network configuration that you set up during the second session so that we can find out where your network is running and what are the security requirements. So once those are finished, you have the executable file and then it's running, okay? So let me see here. So this is, I have everything checked out. This from the GitHub. So you can see here, this is that contract file you have. And then this is the make file. So I'm going to run that command build. So take a minute to run. Okay. So right now it's downloading all the requirements. Okay. Okay, so it's finished. So let's take a look. So that's the contract file we have, right? And then we generate the REST API, this Flogo application, and then we compile to that runnable executable, right? So just have a quick look and see what is generated. So I have it already opened up. So this is the demo contract you did last time. So these are all the transactions that string code supports, right? So when we run through the Dovetail generation of the REST API server, this is the service that generated. And so that you can see for each smart contract transaction, we generate a flow to invoke that smart contract transaction. So it's a one-to-one match. And now we have the service, and then we'll run the service, and then we'll run some testing. So now let's say make run. So I'll start it up. So now it's started. right? So I have everything set up already here in Postman. So this is a dovetail. So first we'll do create a marble. And so look at the payload. Let's say I'll create a blue marble 3, right? And so if I send, and you can see, the flows running here, the smart contract is executed, and then you see the response here. And then we say, okay, the response looks like successful. Is it on the blockchain? So we can execute the get a history to see, if it's on the blockchain. Let me see. Okay, 3, and then we just execute that. And here, right? So this is what I just created that, right? And then you can do the same thing. You can do, transfer marble to a different owner. Like say, because when I first created, it was for, I believe it's Tom, right? So if you look at this, that owner's Tom, and you can do a transfer marble, and you can say, I want to transfer this to Jerry. This would be 3. Okay, and then you can do the transfer. Here, now you can see the owner become Jerry, right? So same thing, you can run through other, transactions. It's pretty much the same. It's all, it's a post method with that, URL and then the body. And the important part is authorization of what user can do. That's based on your security setup of your network. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And the Dovetail just make the integration, the creation of smart contract, the deployment, and the integration of smart contracts is really, really simple. So I think that's pretty much complete today's demo. And then if you have more questions, please ask.